Hey everybody, come on in, Primetime Squad. Let's get this review on and popping. Now, if y'all saw me earlier today, I guess it was some technical difficulties that I was experiencing. Um, so I just want to let you know, guys, know first off that tonight we're supposed to be going to see the movie Bill Street. Samantha and I, for our sisters from another Mr. Movie Review segment. So we will be going to see that tonight, and hopefully within a week I'll be going live with Samantha, and we're going to review If Bill Street Could Talk, because I heard that was a wonderful movie, a really good movie. For those of y'all who have seen it already, make sure you tune in for our live within the next week. I'll post a notification about it and remind you guys. But also, just want to let you know, if you have not seen it, to please try to see it by maybe Saturday or Sunday, because we'll probably do the review probably Sunday or Monday evening. I know it will be in the evening, so you got about 5 days left to check that movie out. So you can join us when we review that movie and give us our rating and, let us know what you really think about the movie. But anywho, like I said, I want to apologize. Earlier, I was having some technical difficulties, and I didn't realize it. So I'm sorry. I apologize. I really do. But anyway, come on in, click the like button. Make sure you share the live, share it on your social media platform, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whichever platform you use. And also, make sure you subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Thank you very kindly. But anyway, we're going to be going over Season 11, Episode 11 of the Housewives of Atlanta. It was titled Text, Lies, and Therapy. Now, at the end of last episode, Portia and Candy, they were going back and forth, basically, regarding Portia still being in her fifis, about being put out of Candy and Ty's party, the party that Candy actually threw for Ty's birthday. But, can you really blame her? Who do you guys feel is wrong or right here in the situation? Do y'all feel like I do, which is that Candy should have done much more to acknowledge, how Portia might have felt about the situation? Or do you feel like, she should have at least at the minimum, taken a second to get her side of the story? Because like I said on my last review, Candy and Portia, in the past, a few episodes back, earlier in the season, they were talking about squashing their beef and, starting all over, trying to rekindle their friendship, and start things anew. But, Portia feels like right now, Candy is absolutely no longer her friend, and I don't blame her again. But, I'm beginning to believe that maybe Candy really had no intentions of starting over with Portia, like she said. She could at least at the minimum, again, she could at least give that girl 2 minutes of her time. 2 minutes of her time, even though I know she had other distractions at her party. These were your guests that you invited to your party. So I would think that you would have a little time to find out what the heck is going on before they just put anybody out. Not just Portia and Dennis, but put anybody out. But anywho, Portia, she, I think for a second, forgot that she was pregnant. She's up there going all off, getting loud, screaming and yelling at Candy like she want to take her head off. Like, girl, girl, you better remember you do have a child inside that stomach. So, just try to cool it off, tone it down. Nene was like, Portia, bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it all the way down. But, along with their appetite and them hormones, pregnant women, they will get them upset and they will lose their everlasting minds. So, you got to be careful messing around with them pregnant women when they get mad. But anywho, just when I thought Candy was going to bounce out, because last episode it seemed like Candy was ready to go, ready to leave. Tanya, and them convinced her to stay. And I should have known she was staying anyway because Candy loves food and they had some chefs up there making national shrimps and that rice and the vegetables and whatever else they had. So I should have known that she wasn't going anywhere. But anyway, what do y'all think about that hibachi party? Like, all I want to know is if that shit was covered under her homeowner's insurance. Did y'all see them flames? Like, I mean, them flames was almost reaching the darn ceiling. Everybody was pulling back their wig caps. I'm like, why the hell couldn't they put that big ass hot plate outside somewhere on the patio, in the backyard, in the driveway? I mean, somewhere. They had it down in the basement. That's like lighting a grill in your house. I mean, okay, I'm just glad they were safe. I'm just glad what they said. But everybody was pulling their wig caps back. Cynthia was pulling up her braids like Pippi Longstocking, trying to get her braids out the way. I was like, Lord Jesus, I hope they got some fire extinguishers around there. But anyway, Shamari had me cracking up. Like, did y'all see how she dived headfirst into that hot plate of rice? They had just fixed her plate. Everybody else was like, I'm hot, we going upstairs. Shamar was like, I'm hungry, I need to eat. You see that girl about this big anyway. She was like, I'm hungry, I gotta eat. She dove her head first in that plate of hot rice. I was cracking up. Like, okay, I understand if you can't use the chopsticks. I can't use chopsticks. But you know how back in the day, okay, I know some of y'all got some old country folk in y'all family who don't always use silverware. I had some in mine. My grandma, my great grandma, they sisters and stuff, they would dig right in that plate, pick up their food, their greens, their cabbage, their beans, whatever, and just smash it all around and eat it. I mean, I never did that. I like using silverware. But I mean, Shamari had no couth. She had no couth. She was head first in that plate. I was like, now I see. Now I see why Ronnie was so upset when she was messing around with them women's. Did y'all see how she was in that plate? Like, Shamari had her face like this. She was like, eat that rice. She was going to town on that rice. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Okay. I'm just kidding. But Ronnie. But anyway, I guess, since Portia got shaded by Candy, she feels like she can't be the only one feeling some type of way. So she throws Eva up under the bus. Now, I swear that I knew this was going to come back to bite Eva in the arse. But I thought maybe her and Cynthia might get into it, during the reunion show when Andy and the producers, get real petty and they show all the shady scenes, all the petty scenes, from the season. But I guess Portia couldn't wait. She was like, let's do this now. Let's do this now. So she done threw Eva under the bus. But was she lying? No, she ain't lying. Eva throws shade all the time and then forgets, like suddenly, all of a sudden forgets the shade that she threw. And I don't know how she forgot that she called Cynthia the mother of the modeling, world. That ish was funny as heck back then when her and Portia was talking about it and joking about it, and it's still funny. It's still funny. She called her the house mother or the den mother, like, okay, if y'all ever watched the TV show Pose, and how they show like the gay men, cross-dressing and walking the catwalk and they get all dressed up like women and stuff and, do their little moves and all that. And most of them stay like under one roof. And then like usually the oldest one or the most experienced one or the veteran, of the, I don't know what they exactly call it, but I know they do catwalking. I don't know the exact terms, but, usually that's who they call the mother of the house, or the den mother. So I don't know if y'all ever watched that show. It's a really good show. Some people didn't watch it because it deal with gay men, cross dressers, trans. Me, if I like the storyline, I'll watch it and I'll review it. And if you check out my older videos, I was doing reviews on that show called Pose. But anyway, so Eva, how you gonna sit there and lie talking about in my heart of hearts with her beautiful gray eyes, in my heart of hearts, I don't have a shady bone, not a single shady bone in her body. But then you always throwing shade. You always throwing shade. And then forgetting about it, like Portia said. But she got Portia together real quick. Like, okay, just because you pissed off Candy, just because Candy's pissed off at you, you are not about to have somebody else pissed off at me. Like, after Eva told them, why they were really there, which was to invite them to Tokyo, Cynthia forgot anyway, just that quick. Just that quick, that, she was the veteran of the modeling world, the house mother. She was like, okay, a trip to Tokyo, all right, I'll forgive you, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. But do y'all think Eva owes Nene the best room when they do get to Tokyo? I don't think so. Now, granted, Nene was in her feelings. The rest of the ladies felt, you had a wedding party. Nene's in the wedding party. Your wedding party takes a trip and goes, celebrate out of town, about you getting married. And Nene don't get an invite. None of them even gets, an opportunity to even turn it down. So yeah, I think she owes her a trip to Tokyo, though. I think should cover it. I think that should cover it. But y'all, when they got to Nene and Greg, when he was working with the vegan chef, to create his birthday dinner menu, y'all, cancer is so very draining, and it's definitely taking a toll on Nene. And I think she at times is almost more affected by it than Greg. Being a caregiver to somebody with a critical disease like that can really test your patience, test your strength, your ego, your love. I mean, most of y'all already know that I work at a nursing home part-time. And I've had people close to me, including my mom and my grandparents, die of cancer. So I know firsthand, what it's like and what caregivers go through. They usually receive the brunt of the anger, the mood swings, the depression, that cancer patients go through, and it's usually because they feeling like they are at a standstill with their recovery, or they think nobody really understands or really cares about what they are going through. They don't really mean to be rude, mean or nasty. They really don't. They really don't. But cancer is a BI. Cancer is a BI. So Nene, just keep hanging in there. Keep being by her side. Continually being as supportive, as caring as you can be. And this too shall pass. It shall pass. But how do y'all feel about Mike Hill now? Like, Mike Hill, not Will. Mike Hill, not Will. He kept making sure he's stressed. He is Hill, not Will. Totally different men. Totally different men. I really thought, it was great how Cynthia gathered the ladies up to meet him all at once so they can drill him all at once, to get to know him a little better and see where he stands, or how he feels about Cynthia. From his responses to their questions, do we now believe that their relationship is real? Like, really genuine? Again, he made sure to keep reminding us he's Hill, not Will. And it does seem like, Cynthia really wants her friends to believe that not only what they have is serious, but that he is also a really great guy. So, she brought a timer. She put it on the table. She said, y'all got 3 minutes to ask him whatever they want. Now that first question. The first question was from Eva, which was, what do you feel like you can add to this already masterpiece of a woman? And his answer was that he thinks they are two layers of cake and together they are the icing on top of the cake. Now, y'all know I'm a custom cake decorator. I was like, what the hell? Man, what is you talking about? Y'all both are two layers of a cake, and together they are also the icing on top of the cake? uh, whew. Mike Hill, not Will. Hill, not Will. Did you not prep for this test? Did you not practice? You knew what you were coming into. But I'm going to give it to him that he probably was a wee bit nervous. You know, a little bit nervous at first. but he did do better on the second question from Eva, which was, what is it that you just love the most about Cynthia? And his answer was he really loves how she is a beautiful person, but not only on the outside, she's just as beautiful on the inside as she is on the outside. And that I can definitely agree with. Cynthia is really a very loving and caring person, and sometimes naive, though. Sometimes naive, which is probably why she be falling head over heels so quickly when it comes to men. But anyway, that's a story for another day. But I was really anxious, like, to find out what Candy was going to ask him. Like, I just knew Candy's answer was going to be really good. She said, what is his go-to move that he knows is going to work with Cynthia? And he said he uses the cushion. I'm like, okay. I know they can't get X-rated on this show, but the cushion, I'm like, what is you? Okay. You use the cushion. All right. I guess what he was trying to say in a roundabout way was maybe he likes doggy. Is that his go-to? What do y'all think when he was like, I like using the cushion? I mean, I'm like, okay, maybe he from certain angle, like I don't know. But I think that's what he was talking about. And then Marlo asked, was he getting paid to date Cynthia? And I was like, I was all ears, like, what did she ask? But he was like, heck no, I'm not paying to date Cynthia. I'm doing this totally free of charge. Totally free of charge. And then she asked, when was the last time he had an STD tested? And Cynthia was like, okay. Time's up. Hell no, stop the clock. She hitting down on the clock, pat, trying to get the clock to stop. Time's up, y'all. But I was like, hey, y'all done already, had him swimming around in the Bailey waters, doing the backstrokes and the doggy paddling and holding his nose underwater for as long as he can. Playing with the cushions. So, I mean, it's a little too late for that question anyway, ain't it? I mean, ain't it? But anywho, do y'all think he passed the test? I think he did okay. I do really believe that he is into Cynthia, and vice versa. So we shall see how this works out. I wish her the best with her heel, not will. But now, Portia. I guess since after the birthday party incident, her trust level that she had for Dennis has went down. And I don't blame her not one bit. So what she did was she went to visit her therapist, the same one that she used when her and Cordell were having problems in their marriage, the same one that she used when she was divorcing Cordell. Do y'all remember when Portia was married to Cordell? Oh my God. I used to just cringe and shake my head like every single time he would either be demeaning her or belittling her. I mean, times when she wouldn't stand up for herself, when it came to him. He was so very controlling, and she always had to report to him to get permission to go anywhere, to do anything, as if she was like his little child or something. And I didn't like it. The ladies, they didn't like it either, and they used to get on her about it. Like, girl, come on now. Tell that boy bye. Boy, bye. But anyway, like when they showed the scene, when they were going to the strip club, and she was like, oh, no, 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 no. I have to call my man. I got to call my husband and get permission, from Cordell first before, she goes to the the strip club, because he'll get angry with her if he found out later. So, she was do. Honey, honey, the ladies, they want to go to the strip club. Is it okay? Is it okay if I, join them for the evening? I promise I'll be back home, by such time to fix your dinner and make. Okay, she might not didn't do all that, but she did have to get permission. But anyway, I was like, oh my God, they broke up. She finally seen the light. Now, finally seen that bright light. But anyway, when she started breaking down in the counseling session, about Dennis, I was beginning to feel like what she is going through is what a lot of women go through. As far as, forgetting who they are, forgetting what they stand for, and forgetting their standards, when they meet a man. Because a lot of men be looking for women, just like a lot of women be looking for men, good men. We be looking for good men. At least most of us be looking for good men and seriously want healthy relationships. But a lot of men are out there looking for women too. But a lot of them is looking for ones that don't want a lot from them either. They don't want to be questioned too much. They don't want you inquiring too much about what they doing, where they been. When you ain't with them, they don't want you asking too many questions. Remember a few episodes back when Candy was trying to tell her about his pattern, about his MO, his pattern, tattooing every girl's name on his body, and buying them Rolexes and all that. Portia was like, I don't want to ask him too many questions, too soon, because I think she didn't want to scare him off, just in case he was, hiding something. But, I mean, Portia, she wants to be in a relationship badly. And she also wanted a baby badly. So we'll just have to see if she ends up with the baby and the man in the end. But anywho, when Greg was giving his speech at his birthday party, Nene had me getting emotional. She had that little tissue and she was wiping her face and around her eyes. And, I think she was trying her best to keep her composure, trying to compose herself and not break down and start crying. I mean, I am so glad that Greg, in a way, without him probably purposely trying to, but, in a way, being a spokesperson for Black men who we all know so oftentimes are not willing to go to the doctor to get annual or routine checkups, when they get a certain age. And don't let them be in pain. Don't let them feel something is wrong in their body. They feel a sharp pain through their chest, their arms, their leg, their stomach, their groin area. They'll do anything possible, everything possible, including putting some Robitussin on it. Robitussin, some tussin, like Chris Rock used to say. Mamas back in the day, they put some tussin on it. You fall, tussin. You get a owie on your knee, tussin. You scrape your finger, tussin. You got a headache, tussin. Your teeth fall out, put some tussin on it. But anyway, I'm so glad that his sons are listening. They're learning. They're taking Nene's and Greg's advice, on basically, y'all around that age now where y'all have to make sure y'all taking care of yourself, because especially if what Greg has is a genetic disease. You know, you want to start getting tested now, start, going to the doctor on a normal routine basis, because if it's genetic, you don't want to get something and it spreads, because you're not routinely going to the doctor. So it's best to really catch it, quickly. So, men, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Go to the hospital. Go to the hospital now. But finally, when Dennis came over Portia's house and she started discussing with him, some of her insecurities that were sneaking back up from her past relationships, did it really seem like he was taking her seriously? Like, to me, I'm sorry, my son is texting me. Like, to me, excuse me, it didn't seem like he was taking her too seriously. It seemed like he was basically, trying to pacify her and tell her, what he knew that she wanted to hear. He was smirking at her, giggling, laughing at her, when she was really pouring out, how she felt. She was like, okay, we both agreed that we would cut our exes off. You would cut yours off. Her name is Sherry. And I will cut mine off. We both agreed. I stopped communicating with my ex, but you didn't cut yours off. You still communicating with your ex. And he just was giggling and kept saying, he didn't do anything wrong. He don't think he did anything wrong. And she was really trying to get him to see why she's uncomfortable about his relationship with his ex. I mean, heck, the ex just got them put out of a party where all these celebrities was, all these famous people. You got put out, kicked out, thrown out, thrown out of the party. And he was still texting the girl, like after that. Texting her, kikiing. Why was you acting like that? Why was you doing all that? Kikiing with her. Kikiing. And then he's still smiling at Portia, when she's trying to get deep with him and everything. She was like, okay, honey, just admit it. Just own up to it. Just own your shit. You lied. You still communicating with your ex after we agreed that you're not going to be communicating with your ex. Jeez, just own up to it. But then he finally apologized. But when he apologized, what was he doing? Stuttering. Stuttering, just stuttering. And she was like, what are you apologizing for? Oh my God. He was just stuttering away. And then he had the nerves to say, you know what, this is all petty. There's nothing to worry about. I ain't did nothing wrong. Okay. I guess, I shouldn't have let her, do this and that. I mean, I don't know. What y'all think. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Dennis. I'm just going to keep giving him the side eye. I'm going to keep both of them. I'm going to keep both my eyes on him, because, and Portia, you better do it too. I know you really want to be in a relationship. I know you really want a baby, but again, we shall see. If she's going to end up with the baby and the man. In the end, we shall see. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Let me know what you thought about Portia and Dennis's situation. Let me know what you think about Cynthia and Mike Hill Not Will. Let me know what you think about their relationship. Do y'all think it's really genuine? And unlike the, past relationships. And I do believe he's not getting paid to date her. I do believe that part. But anyway, y'all let me know how y'all felt about this episode. Put it all in the comments section. And make sure, if you didn't already like the video, make sure you like it. Make sure you share it on your social media platforms. And also, if you are not already a subscriber to my channel, please click subscribe. Please click that notification bell so you can get all of my notifications when I do go live. And in the meantime and in between time, as usual, Primetime Squad, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces.